Hello, and welcome back to Mini Mind Meals. Today, we are serving up some intriguing information regarding the human body. That's right, it's not just your Uncle Sal that's unique. There are numerous fantastical facts about the human body that most people are just not aware of. Let's dig in, shall we? Bones. Did you know the typical infant is born with approximately 280 bones? At birth, many of our bones are made of cartilage, a material much more flexible and forgiving than bone. As we grow, the cartilage is slowly replaced with bone tissue in a process called ossification. Eventually, some of our bones fuse together, decreasing the number of bones we have in our bodies over our lifetime. The timing of this fusion process is different for everyone. Therefore, how many bones each individual comes into this world with could be anywhere from 275 to 300 bones. The quantity of individual bones we are born with is also the largest number we will ever have in our lifetime. Eventually, fusion will whittle this number down to just 206 bones later in life. Do you know which bones fuse together? Let's get into it. At birth, the skull looks like a jigsaw puzzle consisting of multiple bones that are separated by cranial sutures, a flexible tissue that acts like spandex, holding the bones together to allow the skull to flex during birth, but to also allow space for the brain to grow. These bones, which include the frontal bones, the temporal bones, and occipital bones, eventually fuse together and create your skull. One would think the spine would be one of those anatomy parts that wouldn't need any fusing, but surprisingly enough, everyone had quite a few more bones in it when you were a child. At the base of the spine is the sacrum, the large triangular shaped bone that connects the spine to the pelvis. And right there at the very bottom is the coccyx, or more colloquially named, the tailbone. Both of these bones are 9 separate vertebrae at the beginning of a person's life. The sacrum is comprised of 5 sacral vertebrae named S1 through S5, which fuse together, usually by the age of 30, while the coccyx is 4 coccygeal vertebrae, which usually start fusing together around 20 years old. And as for your pelvis, well, they weren't always joined at the hip. The hip bones, called the ilium, the ischium, and pubis, they fuse together during development to form the acetabulum and the complete pelvic bone. These fusions overall contribute to a stronger, more resilient skeletal structure, making your body better able to support all that physical stress we like to expose ourselves to. Let's hear it for evolution. Yay! Taste buds. I am sure most people are aware that your sense of taste is a combination of your sense of smell and your taste buds working together. But did you know that taste buds are not limited to your tongue? While the vast majority of your taste buds, as in 2,000 to 10,000 of them, are located on your tongue, there are also taste buds on your epiglottis, the roof of your mouth, your upper esophagus, and even in your nasal cavity. So, yeah, you really are tasting that funky taste in the back of your throat. Strength. Relative to its size, do you know what is the strongest muscle in the human body? If you said tongue, you would be close. When calculating muscle strength compared to its size, it is actually the masseter muscle. Also known as your jaw muscle, your masseter muscle is what makes your jaw move and allows you to bite and chew. This muscle, on average, can produce 55 pounds per square inch of force on your front teeth and over 200 pounds on your back teeth. Something to remember the next time you're thinking about biting something in frustration. Light production. Lightning bugs and deep-sea creatures aren't the only ones who glow. Turns out, the human body also produces a small amount of light as well. We emit a faint visible light called biophoton, but it is 1,000 times less than our eyes can detect, so we cannot detect it without equipment. The brightest part of our bodies is the face and neck, and we seem to glow the brightest in the afternoon. I guess telling someone they're glowing isn't just figurative anymore. Hiccups. Did you know they still haven't figured out what causes hiccups or how you can stop them? For most people, hiccups are just an annoyance, but for some people, they are debilitating. If you are diagnosed with intractable singultus, you have a condition where your hiccups last longer than a month. The longest recorded hiccup streak is 68 years by a man named Charles Osborne. While I'm sure being known for something can be exciting, I do not envy anyone with that record. Memory. I am not sure if you really want to know this one, but did you know your memories are constantly being rewritten and updated when you recall a memory? Yeah. We go through what is called memory reconsolidation, where we reactivate a memory, then restore it in the brain, usually with new information from the present integrated into the memory that potentially changes how you remember the event. And no, this isn't a deliberate attempt to distort the past. It is a subconscious thing our brains do with memories all the time. Skin. Your skin has many functions, from holding our insides in and protecting us from harmful substances to regulating our internal temperature. But did you know that the skin is the largest organ of the body? This organ, called the integument, is made up of 3 major layers of tissue: the epidermis, which is the outer layer of your skin; the dermis, the layer beneath the epidermis that contains the blood vessels, sweat glands, and hair follicles; and the hypodermis, containing the fat and connective tissue. Did you know that the average adult skin covers an area of approximately 22 square feet in size? That covers about the same area as a twin bed. Ugh. I'm not too sure I want to know how they fact-checked this little tidbit of knowledge. Nerves. Your nervous system is an amazing and complex part of the human body. But did you know that sensory signals get to the brain at different times, depending on where the signal is coming from? Signals from your foot take longer to reach the brain than signals from the hand due to a few factors. First, myelinated fibers. Myelin sheaths increase the speed of nerve impulses, and myelinated fibers are often found in places like the arms. Unmyelinated fibers, fibers that do not have myelin sheaths, are usually found in other parts of the body like the legs and feet. So nerve signals from parts of the body that have myelinated fibers will automatically travel faster. Second, distance does matter. The nerve signals much farther away from the brain, like the feet or legs, take longer for the signals to get there. But our nervous system has the thalamus, which is where most sensory information reaches first. The thalamus processes and integrates sensory information, helping to synchronize signals from different parts of the body before sending them on. Then the brain has specialized neurons that can decode the timing of these incoming signals to determine the sequence of events and align the sensations together, allowing for a unified perception. The human body is just one organism in a complex and ever-changing world of evolution, but it still holds mysteries to which we have not found the answers. Which facts about the human body were new to you? Please let me know in the comments below. I love reading what you have to say. Creating this content for you is really enjoyable for me, and if you love watching them, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and brings more savory science facts your way.